Ever stood in an airport, train station, cruise terminal, or hotel lobby and thought, I may have made a terrible mistake? Good news. You've just entered the world of First Class Fool, the hilarious solo travel series for nervous explorers, accidental adventurers, and anyone who believes packing light is a lie invented by people with staff. Travel smart, laugh often, panic responsibly. If you've been searching for solo trip ideas and keep bouncing between excitement and mild panic, this episode is for you. Solo travel has a way of making ordinary things feel oddly dramatic. The first airport queue becomes a moral test. The first meal alone feels like a public announcement, and the first time you drag your suitcase up a staircase, you start questioning every decision that led you there. But here's the good news. Competence is usually just pretending you meant to do that then. Surviving long enough to count it as experience. The first thing to remember when choosing solo trip ideas is that your first trip should be forgiving, not impressive. A short city break, a simple train journey, or a cruise with built-in structure can be ideal because they reduce the number of moving parts. You want easy transport, a sensible arrival time, and accommodation that doesn't require a treasure map. The goal is not to prove you're fearless. The goal is to make your life easier while you learn how to travel alone without turning every small hiccup into a crisis. That brings us to the practical side, which is where solo travel either becomes liberating or wildly inconvenient. Packing light matters more than people admit. The classic mistake is overpacking just-in-case items until your bag starts feeling like an anxious second passenger. A good solo trip idea is one that works with one manageable bag, not a suitcase that needs its own postcode. Choose shoes you can actually walk in, keep documents and chargers easy to reach, and resist the fantasy version of yourself who apparently dresses elegantly for every weather condition and never needs a spare layer. Once you're there, the confidence comes from small wins. Finding the right platform, checking into a hotel alone, ordering dinner without apologizing for existing, or getting back to your room without a detour all count. Solo travel is built from these little victories. It also helps to choose experiences that support your energy rather than drain it. A walking tour can give you orientation without pressure. A food hall or casual cafe makes eating alone feel normal. A day trip can add variety, without requiring you to become a social butterfly before breakfast. If you're considering cruise-style solo trip ideas, the same logic applies. Cruising can be brilliant for solo travelers because it bundles transport, accommodation, meals, and entertainment into one floating system. That means fewer decisions and fewer chances to get lost in a foreign city before coffee. It also gives you options, quiet corners, organized excursions, buffet freedom, and the ability to be social only when you feel like it. For many nervous travelers, that balance is exactly what makes the trip feel manageable. In the end, the best solo trip ideas are the ones that give you room to breathe. Start simple, keep the logistics kind, and choose destinations that let you arrive, settle in, and figure things out one step at a time. Solo travel does not require perfection. It just requires enough courage to begin, enough flexibility to handle the awkward bits, and enough snacks to avoid becoming unreasonable. Once you accept that, the whole thing gets a lot more enjoyable.